is time to talk about some topics that are trending.
Trending topics.
Trending topics. What's up, Joey?
Hi, Brittany. How we doing today?
We're doing pretty good.
Good. Awesome. All right, we'll get right into it. So, first one, have you been fishing around Missouri since you moved around here?
My first day in Missouri, yes, I was.
Awesome. Okay, so the Missouri River, it's goes along the state, in the middle of the state. So, in Washington, Missouri, is pretty close to St. Louis. This guy just recently caught an 86-pound catfish.
86 pounds is crazy.
Oh yeah, and there are probably some bigger ones in these rivers and waterways too. But I mean, to see one in person like that, the Missouri Department of Conservation recently shared a photo. He was like holding it, and I mean, this thing's just huge.
And I was looking that up. I was like, okay, well, what does that compare to? And they say that most people catch a catfish that's 5 to 20 pounds.
Yeah.
And he caught one 86 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, like almost 10 times larger, depending on what you're thinking on that. So these things are huge. They love the rivers. I think there's something about the habitats that they provide that kind of make them like really effective for them to kind of just live and roam around and grow to the size that they do.
Is there a world record?
World record for Missouri, I don't know. I mean, I think we've heard up to even 100 pounds before, even above that. So,
oh, okay. Pretty close.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
So, pretty close in that sense. But, I think if you're a fisher, you keep pushing for these things. I mean, people are even sharing their other experiences and photos they've had there too. So we're going to look through those and see if there's some other follow-up stories we can do with that, because that's pretty crazy.
Okay, let's move on to Imo's.
Yeah, Imo's Pizza. Okay, so they are listing their headquarters and production facility for sale. This kind of happened about a week ago. And it's located near the City Museum. This facility does a lot of like production and storage for them.
Okay.
So it's kind of where a lot of the frozen pizzas and things like that are kind of made and stuff too. The reason they're putting up for sale, there's just so much growth with Imo's in the brand recently in terms of like just demand for it. A lot of markets that want to explore it, a lot of side products and stuff that I think the company is just looking to keep figuring out how it can evolve and have a little bit of stability the next however many years it can with everything else. It's not necessarily like they want to move out of St. Louis. They love St. Louis. I mean, they've been here for 60 years now. So I think it's more than anything just kind of like making sure that the production and distribution, all that's kind of lined up with ducks in a row there. So
Got it.
yeah.
Okay, and as we wrap up, the Cardinals.
Yeah, St. Louis Cardinals are at a weird spot right now when we come to trade deadline. It's about a week away. And it's a time where traditionally they kind of make like low-level moves and try to like do small things to try to like tweak the team up a little bit. They don't usually do the blockbusters, but this year they're kind of stumbling going towards the trade deadline. They won it last night, but have lost a lot of games out of the All-Star break. So
When is the deadline?
the trade deadline is July 31st, so the end of the month.
Yeah.
And at that point, the Cardinals have to complete all trades. They've kind of had indications that they might be soft sellers with guys like Ryan Helsley, Phil Maton, some other bullpen pieces, mostly pending free agents at that point. I think a bigger question, too, is like what happens to some of these position players we have, like Nolan Arenado, a star who waived his used his no trade clause to block a trade to the Astros over the offseason. And then, there's a lot of infielders that are having log jams and stuff, too, and it's kind of the Cardinals are in a little bit of a crossroads right now for this trade deadline. So a lot of this is really worth following. And, I think everyone's looking for how do we set up the team for the next generation with Chaim Bloom and a lot of other people coming in. It's tough. They have a lot of tough decisions to make.
Well, that's it for trending topics. There you go. Man catches 86-pound catfish. Imo's, they're selling their facility. And the Cardinals, they are hitting the trade deadline. You guys be safe this weekend. Thanks for joining Studio STO.